Welcome to another part of our deck tech for Red Green Tron here at Little Monster Gaming. Right in front of you, I don't have all of the lands. I have the core content, that's what I want to focus on here. So, of course, with Tron, you're going to have your Tron lands. You have Urza's Power Plant, Urza's Tower, and Urza's Mine. Each one of these pieces are individually what makes the deck what it is. So let's take a look first at our power plant. So, as you can see right here, tap to add one colorless mana to your mana pool. If you have a mine, a tower, and a power plant, you have them at the same time, you can tap 2 to add to your mana pool instead of 1. So that's, for one land, you have 2 colorless mana. That's part of the ramp. Tower does the same thing, except it's 3. It adds 3 colorless. So with those 2, you have 5 mana. And with the mine, it adds 2. So, 2 plus 2 plus 3 is 7. Turn 3, Karn. Or turn 3, Wormcoil. Or anything that you want to play in that nature. Now, I want to talk about what really makes this deck consistent is the way that we're able to go through our deck with the cards I showed you earlier with the Sphere, the Star, Sylvan Scrying, and Expedition Map to get these 3 pieces. Effectively on turn 2, or it's not on turn 2, sorry, turn 3 or 4. And when you have that all symbol on turn 3, it's going to be really hard for your opponent to come back from it. Then our next part of the core content is Eye of Ugin. I run a 1-of, but it's a very powerful land and a utility that's great for its bottom ability here. And when we want to cast Emrakul, up here it's great. I'll let you read it real fast here. It allows us to cast Eldrazi's for 2 less, so that kind of fits into ramp, but not really. But its great ability here is to search for your library for a colorless creature card, reveal it, and put it into your hand and shuffle your library. So that has a number of uses. You can use that to search up for Wormcoil, or Emrakul in this deck anyway. And Wormcoil will help you stabilize, like I said earlier, and it's just a great threat. Secondly, it helps in our deck. Another good thing. Gets us to more stuff we want. Thirdly, I think one of the coolest uses is, when you drop a turn 4 after playing a turn 3 Karn, you can search up something if everything's all stable on the board, and exile it with Karn, so whenever you restart the game, you restart it with like Wormcoil or Emrakul or something. It'll be really awesome. Something to truly be reckoned with, and you'll probably win the game. I'd be surprised if you didn't. But those are your core lands. Obviously, because it's Tron, it's, Urza's Tron. Now I'm going to show you the rest of the lands here. So here are 4 Grove to the Burn Willows. They add a colorless, or they can add a red or a green to your mana pool, and your opponent gains 1 life. It's pretty good. Really good, actually. You have Ghost Quarter, right here. And it destroys a target land. Its controller searches her library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield, and shuffle his or her library, or you can add a colorless. It's just a plain old forest. So, Ghost Quarter, obviously good against a lot of non-basics, in the fact that I can be like going up against like a Raging Ravine or a Treetop Village and destroy it, whereas some of my other stuff won't, like Oblivion Stone, because it's also a land. Grove of the Burn Willows is honestly one of the key cards, because it allows us to get that different kind of mana. While Star and all of that is nice as far as mana fixing, that you like to be able to use this. But if you have a Star and this out, typically, at least I will, add a colorless so my opponent doesn't gain a life, because life is relevant always. And to draw into something, play it, it's awesome. I would typically suggest adding green. Green is probably the one you want to add when you sack it or use this, unless you have a Pyroclasm and you need to use Pyroclasm. But green does things like Ancient Stirrings and Sylvan Scrying to get you deeper, whatever, accelerate, that type of deal. We'll do one more video on sideboard. Thank you for watching.